They said, quiet, just play your part. But I lost it all trying to listen to my heart. Friends fell off when the fire got real. Family vanished when the wounds wouldn't heal. Lydia's face in my mind through the dark. Her laugh echo loud, it's my spark in the arc. Marriage gone like a whispering wind. While I stood for the truth, they ain't want me to defend. Felt betrayal from the ones I fed. Same ones now praying, I wound up dead. Courtroom lies, I ain't for to retreat. Even caged in the system, I refuse defeat. Took every loss, still sharpen my aim. They laugh when I cried, now remember my name. Gave up peace, gave up love, gave up art, but I never gave up. I listened to my heart. They took my freedom, took my name, tore my life apart, but I still stood tall. I just listened to my heart. Lost love, lost friends, left me out in the dark, but I never lost soul. I just listened to my heart. They can't kill truth, can't change what's real, can't stop this voice or the way I feel. So through the pain, the war, the cold to start, I walk this road alone, still listening to my heart. Every tear I shed became a weapon in my chest. Every sleepless night just put my will to the test. I ain't just fighting charges, I'm fighting for my name, for my kids to know they daddy never bowed to shame. They took my time, my home, my spark, but couldn't dim the fire burning deep in my heart. Let them judge, let them lie, tear my story apart, but I still breathe truth, I still listen to my heart. I remember cold nights, Galveston steel, 11 months lost, scars that won't heal. Called insane while they plotted and schemed, but I saw the whole play from behind the screen. Didn't flinch when they brought on the heat, didn't break when the devil tried taking my seat. Didn't fold when the system played dirty, told them I was built for the war, they ain't worthy. Madeline gone, yeah, the silence hit hard, like echoes of laughter, trapped in the yard. Friends dipped quick, love turned to ash, still I rose from the smoke with a rebel stash. I lost years they could never give back, now I'm climbing out the wreck with the truth on my back. Tore me down, but I stood from the start, and I die on this hill, I still listen to my heart.
Hello. Doing good. How you doing? Oh, I'm just taking a look around. Oh, it's scorching, man. Yeah. I just document the public.
do you mean document? I mean, do you sell it or?
I mean, I do public interest stories.
Oh, really? Work for any big, company or?
No,
No, you just do your own
I
thing.
do my own thing.
Do you publish it on YouTube or?
I got a YouTube channel. Yeah,
Well,
but
you can't film in the building.
right. Well,
Yeah.
I can't pass there.
You can't film. You have to step outside.
Actually, I know that this general lobby without going through the gate. I mean,
What are you doing? No,
that's what y'all have. This stuff here, public.
I agree. I agree. But you're still in the building. You don't allow photography in the building. But
I
if
would
you'd
lo-
like to go outside and for whatever you're doing, definitely.
I'd like to see an order that says that right here in this area that I can't. I'm stress testing a right, okay? And I'm not doing anything illegal. I've already explained my purpose. That's cool. I would like to wait for whoever's coming. I've explained my purpose. That's fine. I've explained my purpose. Okay. All right. Well. Oh no, they're not. It's oh no, it's not live yet, but it's about to be live. Afternoon. Yes, sir.
You are allowed to report outside the building, not within the building.
Okay, and as I've told the marshals, I've been around the country. I'm stress testing a right. Okay, I'm a journalist. This guy knows me. What's up, Griffin? So here's the thing. Beyond the security gate is what is considered a secure area. Absent a judge's signed order, which no federal judge is going to sign an order because this is a lobby, an unsecured lobby to the public. It's got.
Journalists,
I'm not answering questions.
so
I'm,
you're just gonna be free.
I'm not answering questions. I have every right to be here. I've explained my purpose. I have a lawful purpose. It is constitutionally protected, and it's like I said. I travel around the country and I do this. I mean, if y'all have a, I mean, anybody that has an issue with it is what keeps me here longer because I'm lawfully in place. I'm the First Amendment protects my right to peacefully assemble. I know that there are time, place, and manner restrictions. However, this is not one of them. This is actually during business hours, and I'm in an unsecured public lobby. So you might want to get a supervisor up here.
U.S. Marshal that run
The U.S. Marshal doesn't run this courthouse. The federal judges do. Okay, but he cannot show a signed order. So he cannot give an unlawful order. Huh? Why is he making a big deal of it?
Well, why are you?
Why is he?
What journal you say is journals in reference to what?
I'm somewhere where I'm lawfully allowed to be. This is a constitutionally protected activity.
It's not.
Do you know what the five elements of the First Amendment are?
I get it.
Then shut the fuck up. Because if you don't know the five, I said shut the fuck up. Because if you don't know the five elements of the First Amendment, then you do not. Don't cross that line with me, buddy.
Don't cross what line?
If you don't know
you
the
don't know what kind of reserve I have. Right
if okay, Cohen versus California. I can say anything that. All right.
Well, I'm asking why. You say you're journalist. What?
Why does it matter?
Are you doing peace?
Why are you a cop?
Courthouse on architecture?
Why are you a cop?
Because I want to
Clearly, it's not. Clearly, it's not defending somebody's constitutional rights because you're not doing it right now. Hey, what's up, Sergeant? I need you to back him down for
He ain't
me.
gonna back nobody. So just like the other day,
And right here, until I go through the security gate, it's unsecured. No judge is going to sign off on an order barring this because this is in a publicly accessible lobby. And I've been in enough courthouses to know that. About
video,
huh?
video outside.
Video on the outside, yeah.
Yeah, man. Whatever you can see, videotape.
So I was doing. I mean, why build a nice place like this and put things up if you don't want the public to see it? That's my thing.
Supervisors coming up from the first marshal.
Okay.
So they-
All right. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Hey, you've always been very professional, and I appreciate it, Sergeant Griffin. What's your name and badge number?
Tell you that either.
You don't? You made contact with me.
There.
Okay, is that what you tell a judge?
Huh?
Is that what you tell the judge in the courtroom? You made contact with me. Is it not in your policy to identify yourself? All right. We'll see what your supervisors have to say about it. It's cool. Yes. Well, that's your story. That's your story, and you're sticking to it. So
Allow filming in the building.
well, and then I said that right here before the gates that I would need to see an order to actually a judge's order that backs that up, and I know there isn't one that exists. No federal judge is going to sign an order that says. Hey, where's your rules governing conduct on federal property? Where's your copy of the rules governing conduct on federal property? It's supposed to be on where? By the hand sanitizer? Yeah, because it's supposed to be posted in each. There it is. Right there. See, it's the same thing as poster 7. All right. At the post office. This is supposed to be posted at every federal building. This is nothing new. What this is this is an education issue. I can't believe it couldn't be clearer in y'all's face. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. It's right. It's literally right there in big letters. You can't get around something written like that. Hey. Hey, John.
I'm with the marshals here. I'm the supervisor. Your name is?
Call me Don. You call me Don. Yeah.
Don's your real name?
Yeah. Yes, I go by
I
Don.
just gave you my real name. My name's Don Ferris. I'm the supervisor here.
Yeah.
What exactly is your business today?
I'm trying to figure out exactly how y'all ignore what's in plain writing. John, come here. Let me show you something. Because this is what you can't get around is black and white. Okay. This is supposed to be posted up at every federal building, and it is. Mm-hmm. It's here in plain daylight. Okay. It's anybody can see it. Take a look at that right there.
What am I doing?
Well, I mean, that's the problem. If you're not willing to read what's posted up here, then how can you actually? And then another thing, another big thing, if your agents don't know what the 5 elements of the First Amendment are, how can they ever be expected to? I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist. I go around the country. Well, it's a stress test, a constitutional right to see if y'all actually respected my right as a journalist to come into the unsecured area of the lobby and record. And
that's all you want to do is just come in here and just
record? That's what I was doing. That's what I told them.
So how long you want to record?
Well,
here till 5 o'clock, or you want to spend?
I mean, so long as y'all are making this a big deal like this, I'm going to stay here longer.
Nobody's made a big deal.
And nobody's made a big deal of it. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Nobody's made a big deal of this. And then you got blue light. Y'all coded up here with law enforcement. Okay. But I'm over here and I've said several times that I am engaged in a constitutionally protected activity, protected in whole by the First Amendment. I've pointed out the signage right here, which is in broad daylight, right in the front. And
we just infringed on your constitutional right?
Your marshal in there kept trying to tell me, and that one right there kept telling me that I had to leave. It's on video.
Well, you don't have any business here today?
It doesn't matter what my business is. You don't get to decide. You don't get to decide what my business is. This is my business.
I can't ask that question.
This is my business. But this is my business.
Okay.
This is my
So
business.
this is your business today, is just to come in and take photos?
And
That's
to
it? That's all
stress
you wanna
test
do?
the First Amendment,
You've
absolutely.
done that, so.
No, I'm still doing it because it's still a big deal. And unless y'all can show me an order that tells me that actually is counter to the sign, which I know you
You need the
can't,
sign over here, up front? Do you got ID on you? You trying to come in the building?
I'm not. I'm in the unsecured lobby right here.
All right, but you don't have any business here today.
It doesn't matter, and you can't tell me to leave. I don't. This is not your building. This is the taxpayers' building.
You pay, where you working at, Don?
I'm not answering any of your questions.
So now
I'm not answering any of your questions. But you can't. You cannot lawfully. You can't lawfully. I'm standing my ground. If y'all want to take me away in cuffs, take me away in cuffs. But we'll go ahead and make this an issue. Y'all can go ahead and cuff me now. Go ahead and cuff me now. If y'all want to do that, go ahead and cuff me now.
Nobody's gonna cuff you.
Well, that's the only way I'm leaving. You're not going to intimidate me off of this spot right here unless you take me away in cuffs.
Oh, yeah, you want to be taken away in cuffs?
If that's what you want to do, if you want to take me out of here in cuffs, then you can take me out of here in cuffs.
I think he brought up cuffs. So
I'm saying I'm standing here in a lawful place. I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity, and I'm not going to place.
So you gonna spend the night with us today?
The longer you stand here and make this an issue, the longer I'm going to stand here and record.
Okay, well, we'll stand here and record then. You know what I mean? And you can leave when you get ready. How about that? And your name was again? What was it?
I'm not answering questions.
Yeah. But you willing to talk about the Constitution and everything that we're doing wrong?
Right.
There you go. Is that a good photo? Can you smile on that?
I've actually got it face tracking you now, so
Good deal. All right.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, by the way.
absolutely.
Yeah. All right. You got the wrong one today. You're not gonna intimidate me. You're trying to intimidate me.
Well, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm just
Because you
standing
wanna
here.
come in and
I'm
comply.
standing here. You're
You have
dismissed.
No business here.
You're dismissed.
You have no business here.
But neither do you.
Yeah. I work here.
Okay, and who pays your salary? The taxpayers. Okay, I have a right. I have a right
You don't.
to have.
because You're not willing to give us your name.
I have the right to have oversight and transparency. I'm not answering your questions. I'm not answering your questions. But what I'm saying is, I have the right to have oversight over how the Americans' tax dollars are spent. And right now, it's looking like it's a piss poor job with having you in charge.
Absolutely. You can believe that all day long. I don't care what you say about me. All right? Yeah. I'm a piece of shit. Right? That's what you
You're the
think
one
of
that
me.
made this an issue.
You just brought it up. I'm not making an issue. I'm just having a conversation with somebody that don't want to give their name, but they got video rolling here. Why is that?
You'll find
You've got something to
you'll find
hide,
out.
seems to me.
No, no.
Hey, file your lawsuit. Do whatever you want to do.
Oh, I've already got them going in 2 different federal courts right now. You want to make it a third? We can make it a
We
third.
can make it 100. Make it 1,000. I don't care. You know, I've done nothing wrong. You're the one in here infringing on us. We're just trying to conduct our business.
Hmm. I'm trying to conduct my business, and you're right now interfering with that. So,
Okay. Thank y'all.
Jeff, I thought we were friends, man. Yes, sir. What's up, cammed up caveman? Look at this shit. All right. Look, could it be any clearer than this? The rules and regulations governing conduct on federal property. It's the same thing as Poster 7 in the post office. You got the same paragraph right there, but yet they want to infringe on my right to be in an unsecured lobby, not past the secured part in there. You know, there's no point in having all that on display if you're going to bar the public from looking at it. But yet, this guy right here, this U.S. Marshal, has ordered me several times to leave, which I'm not going to because I have a constitutional right to be here. And it's crystal clear on that sign right there. I don't have to explain another thing. If they want to violate my rights, we can take it that route and it'll be another federal lawsuit going. That's perfectly fine with me. It'll be a Bivens claim this time. And the supervisor right here said that he was the wrong one. I picked a fight with the wrong one. Hey, can I ask what y'all's agreement is with the federal government? How do y'all have jurisdiction? How do you city boys have jurisdiction over here on federal property? I understand that this is still federal property. Yeah, so y'all would have to have some type of right, but you would have to your agency would have to have some type of written agreement. Huh? I'm going to I'm gonna request it. I'm gonna FOIA it because there's got to be something in y'all's standard operating procedure that gives you the right to be up here, or else you're out of jurisdiction. Plain and simple. You can call the FBI. The FBI has jurisdiction. This is a federal building. Why don't you call the FBI up here? Why don't you call the FBI up here? Ma'am, I got a 25-foot halo rule. 25 feet, ma'am. So, Dave, it was already put in writing. You're given a written and a verbal warning, a cease and desist to take that post down and to actually issue a retraction. Your cutoff time was 1:45 in the afternoon. I don't know what time it is right now, but it was already put in writing that for every minute past that 1 hour I gave you, it was going to be $1,000 a minute. That was already specified in writing. That's completely defamatory. It's false information. You cannot prove it because what you're saying is 100% absolutely false. So now that I see you're on the live stream and you said it again, you can't say that you didn't see it. And so now it's your fucking ass. I'm gonna nip this in the bud once and for all. I'm gonna set an example out of you. I can't wait until discovery. Yeah, cammed up caveman. That's I'd like to I'd like to see that because that's always good um, to keep in the arsenal. Right now, it seems like what the big issue is that city cops are up here on federal property because marshals don't understand what the First Amendment, what the five elements of the First Amendment are. Apparently, the marshals also don't know how to read. You know, this is really sad. It's actually pretty pathetic that this sign right here, before you even walk into the federal courthouse, it's the same exact thing as what poster 7 is in the post office. Every federal building has to have it. And right there, the bottom, one to the right of the middle, you have the news, advertising, or commercial purposes clause. That's right. Now I'm gonna let him bury himself even further because he's already been given a verbal and written cease and desist. He's still continued. So I'm just gonna leave him in here and let him just dig his own grave. All the better. I'm gonna show him. No, they threw the world's largest hissy fit for me being in a unsecured public lobby of the federal courthouse and decided to call the city cops up here, which I'm not. Hey, Sergeant, can you answer me this question? I tried to ask. The corporal doesn't. He doesn't know his left hand from his right. So, huh? Oh, but you do know that. Okay. Hey, look. So, what what gives y'all jurisdiction and authority up here on federal property? Most of the time, there has to be something like some sort of memorandum agreement that is signed with the federal government, with that allows that basically conveys jurisdiction over to the city cops. I mean, otherwise they could call the FBI. You know, this is federal property. Why did they not call the FBI? Why are they why like okay, yeah. But what? But what's the whole point of this? I mean, there's no point of this eating up city resources, man. I mean, like just because this guy right here clearly didn't hit the books the way that he should. I mean, if I was really committing a crime, he should have called the FBI. Why didn't you call the FBI, man? Yo, blocking me from going back in there? So I can't go into a publicly accessible building now. I'm going to ask nicely to step aside. I'm not going past the secured areas, but right now this is called a prior restraint. This is an infringement on the First Amendment. But I guess, you know, hey, what's one more violation? Doesn't really matter that much in the grand scheme of things.
It's close for the day. It's escort you out of here. I'm telling you.
What time is it?
Right now.
What time? It closes at 5.
Deputy, I'm telling you, it's closed.
So 5 o'clock.
I'm telling you, that's all I want to say.
So you're really going to push this over 15 minutes, huh? Hey, I got a 15-foot halo rule. Stay the fuck back. No, fuck you.
Right now. Let's go. Everybody's been civil, right? Now you want to curse the man out?
Yeah, fuck you too. Yeah, okay, whatever. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Eat my dick. I should have just stayed there and took the arrest, honestly. I mean, 444, they ain't closed for business yet. Look at this. They ran code up here to the federal courthouse. Exactly. This is a learning lesson. All three of them are wrong. See, when I go audit a police department, I check to see if the CADs are open, the laptops, if there are any unsecured firearms or any narcotics they have lying around. And this is the, yeah, safety first. This is the car of the loser that just walked out. Right here. He's coming to greet us right now. How am I angry? I'm not angry at all. I think you're the angry one. I'm the guy that's just exercising his constitutional rights. Yep.
Watch your buffer, man. Your halo. Watch out.
Hey, yeah.
Move.
25-foot halo rule.
Yeah.
25-foot halo.
Yeah. It's a federal law?
Huh?
Or is that a state law?
No, that's
Something out of
my law.
Hopkins?
That's my law. Hey, make sure you close your CAD next time you go inside. I said, make sure you close your fucking CAD next time you go inside.
Yeah, make sure you don't. So you're out here getting public record?
No, I'm
without a request?
no.
Huh?
That's your fault for leaving it open. I've already checked on that.
So you just going into people?
I audit police stations to see if they leave the screen open, and you failed miserably. You're not going to intimidate me, buddy. Bullshit.
I'll catch you.
Oh, you'll catch me?
Right.
What kind of bullshit ass? What kind of threat is that?
Watch out, there's a bush.
Fuck you,
There's a bush.
piece of shit.
Bush.
Piece of shit. Hell yeah, it was a threat. I'm gonna get all of his information on request. That FOIA request is coming. Believe you me. Y'all heard that. Hey, Sergeant. Sergeant. Hey. Hey. I bet if I tried to go back into that federal courthouse, they'd turn around. Yeah, it was a clear threat. He got mad at me because he left his screen open. One of them's going to go over here to City Hall. And
They said, quiet, just play your part. But I lost it all trying to listen to my heart. Friends fell off when the fire got real. Family vanished when the wounds wouldn't heal. Lydia's face in my mind through the dark. Her laugh echo loud, it's my spark in the arc. Marriage gone like a whispering wind. While I stood for the truth, they ain't want me defend. Felt betrayal from the ones I fed. Same ones now praying, I wound up dead. Courtroom lies, I ain't for the retreat. Even caged in the system, I refuse defeat. Took every loss, still sharpen my aim. They laugh when I cried, now remember my name. Gave up peace, gave up love, gave up art, but I never gave up. I listened to my heart. They took my freedom, took my name, tore my life apart, but I still stood tall. I just listened to my heart. Lost love, lost friends, left me out in the dark, but I never lost soul. I just listened to my heart. They can't kill truth, can't change what's real, can't stop this voice or the way I feel. So through the pain, the war, the cold, the start, I walk this road alone, still listening to my heart. Every tear I shed became a weapon in my chest. Every sleepless night just put my will to the test. I ain't just fighting charges, I'm fighting for my name, for my kids to know they daddy never bowed to shame. They took my time, my home, my spark, but couldn't dim the fire burning deep in my heart. Let them judge, let them lie, tear my story apart, but I still breathe truth, I still listen to my heart. I remember cold nights, Galveston steel, 11 months lost, scars that won't heal, called insane while they plotted and schemed, but I saw the whole play from behind the screen. Didn't flinch when they brought on the heat, didn't break when the devil tried taking my seat. Didn't fold when the system played dirty, told them I was built for the war, they ain't worthy. Madeline gone, yeah, the silence hit hard, like echoes of laughter, trapped in the yard. Friends dipped quick, love turned to ash, still I rose from the smoke with a rebel stash. I lost years they could never give back, now I'm climbing out the wreck with the truth on my back. Tore me down, but I stood from the start, and I'm down this hill, I still listen to my heart.
Your name
Don
is
Matthews.
Don Matthews?
Yeah.
They said it didn't happen, even when the footage showed it. They said you misunderstood, even when you quoted them word for word, for word. They said you were unstable, even when the system was falling apart. This isn't confusion, it's strategy. Gaslighting, the government's favorite tool. But every time they lie, another camera rolls. Every time they deny, another file uploads. Truth is the new rebellion, and we're filming it in real time. This is the gaslight anthem. Is the gaslight anthem. They said it didn't happen, even when the footage showed it. They said you misunderstood, even when you quoted them word for word, word for word, for word. They said you were unstable, even when the system was falling apart. This isn't confusion, it's strategy. Gaslighting, the government's favorite tool. But every time they lie, another camera rolls. Every time they deny, another file uploads. Truth is the new rebellion, and we're filming it in real time. This is the gaslight anthem. Is the gaslight anthem. Is the gaslight anthem. Is the gaslight anthem. Gaslighting, the government's favorite tool. But every time they lie, another camera rolls. Every time they deny, another file uploads. Truth is the new rebellion, and we're filming it in real time. This is the gaslight anthem. Is the gaslight anthem. This is the gaslight anthem. Is the gaslight anthem.
Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, they thought they'd control, but justice is burning, exposing their soul. They built this on deceit, but their cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Down in Galveston, it started that night. Osteen and Doretti turned wrong into right. Said I was drunk, claimed the smell in the air, but no alcohol touched me, their proof wasn't there. They locked me up 11 months in a cell, fabricated charges of personal hell. They twisted the law, made me a pawn, but their conspiracies unravel and it won't last long. A growing plot, their power abused, but I'm breaking the chains, their lies are diffused. The truth's on my side and it's ready to speak, exposing their game, bringing justice to the weak. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, they thought they control, but justice is burning, exposing their soul. They built this on deceit, but their cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Extradited from Galveston back to Lafayette, 2 weeks before trial, the lies were set. Then Ben Creekmore played his false hand, fictitious evidence in his corrupt plan. Judge Tolleson fell for the charade they showed, 2 years in prison, down a dark road. Austin hit the stand, swore oath after oath, but his lies cracked under the weight of my growth. July 18th, they thought they'd won, but justice don't sleep, the truth has begun. Their house of cards is shaking, ready to fall. I'm standing tall, calling out them all. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, they thought they control. Sentence vacated, exposing their soul. They built it on deceit, but the cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Candy Beavers, Hobie James played their dirty part, conspired with Galveston to tear me apart. Jeff Busby sent false statements to the district attorney, and when the heat came down, it was so concerning. A snake in the grass hiding behind his crew, but the truth reveals everything they do. Their lies run deep, but justice runs deeper. Each betrayal exposed, the climb's getting steeper. They thought they'd silence me, bury my voice, but now it's my time and I've made my choice to shine a light, make sure these criminals pay. Justice is coming and it's here to stay. I lost it all, but I've still got the fight. Damn right, the truth's a weapon cutting through the night. The sentence declared unlawful, the order vacated. I'm vindicated, liberated, and of course I'm elated. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, they thought they control. Sentence vacated, exposing their soul. They built it on deceit, but their cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Yeah, pour again. Damn right, the truth's a weapon, cutting through the night.
They broke the chains, but I walked out free. Every scar they carved just empowered me. 2017, Lafayette's chokehold grip. Sheriff's badge turned to a power trip. Mississippi flag in my righteous hand. Public sidewalk where free citizens stand. Timmy Pruitt rolled up with manufactured rage. No permit, lies wrapped me in the cage. Asked for his badge number, exercise my right. They cuffed me up in broad Mississippi daylight. Video went viral, whole county shook. They fired back with a felony book. False stalking charge, legal masquerade. All to indemnify the mess they made. 2018, November's bitter frost. Lizzie Crowder, weaponized what mattered most. Filed false rape, turned love to a courtroom game. 2 years grinding through manufactured shame. 2020, she played out, escaped the cell. Paid her fine while my world went to hell. Support for Lydia suddenly flipped and betrayed. 4 years lost, no father-daughter serenade. No bedtime stories, no calls relayed. Just silence where our laughter used to cascade. December 2021, the storm returned. Alcorns ripped while Lafayette bridges burned. Joey East crew snatched me ice cold. No evaluation, no facts, no lawful hold. Tupelo's walls, padded bed confinement. North Miss meds clouding my mental alignment. February 22, they came once more. Alcorns fabrications walked through the door. Newborn son in the ER sacred light. they cuffed me up. Stole that holy night, 7 days in solitary's concrete cave. Then East Miss Pharmaceuticals to enslave. June 2020, 22, walk through the hall. Oxford City standing dignified and tall. Camera rolling, made a clerk request. Public records, constitutional quest. But they twisted it, spun their narrative line. Mayor claimed fear to blur the constitutional line. Dusted off that restraining order from 17. Weaponized fresh for a felony scene. Charged with stalking for walking through City Hall. For asking questions, for standing up tall. October 22, I fought the machine again. Marched the FBI, laid truth before federal men. Oxford office, evidence carefully laid. But Beavers and Kilpatrick sharpened their blade. November 1st, revoke my parole. November 3rd, they swallowed me whole. Kilpatrick campaign, riding on my back. Used my persecution to advance her political track. Prison walls, months carved in stone. Paid the price, stood defiant alone. August 23, Galveston, suffocating heat. Journalist on assignment, working the street. Allstein's traffic stop, perfectly staged night. False default, we had charged, no sobriety test in sight. 11 months buried, holding my breath. Extradited back to face judicial death. July 24, kangaroo court show. 2-year sentence with zero proof to show. But January 25, post-conviction win. January 22nd, I walk free again. February 1st, Utah's deceptive call. Latent ground, but predatory eyes on all. Sesams reached across state lines, spinning webs with defamatory signs. Rich and spread poison wide. Warring 39 names caught in their slanderous tide. Orrington blocked, grammar's light. Latent city officials dimmed constitutional sight. March 28th, I dialed that phone. City hall reception, cold as stone. March 31st, face federal walls. Salt Lake City, where justice calls. They demanded ID, background inspection. I said no. Constitutional protection took my place. Circle my car, still went live, raised awareness far. But the cruelest wound that still remains. Crowder's war, these invisible chains. Lydia's voice, 4 years stolen away. No good night hugs, no Father's Day. Mother and daughter separated by lies. While I break through these court-constructed skies. Filed lawsuits, align the names. Sesams, McCutcheon, their corruption games. Arrington Shield, Layton's wall. Oxford's influence, spanning it all. For Lydia's future, for truth's bright flame. For everything stolen, for clearing my name. This is the anthem, the reckoning beat. Stripped of silence, back on my feet. This ain't over, this is the ascension. Next verse I drop breaks through that dimension. From Lafayette's mud to Galveston's bars, to Layton's walls and federal scar. Yes, I'm the voice they try to silence through fear, but I'm amplified now, crystal clear. Yo, she spun the lies, wrapped tight in the court's hall. Signed affidavits under oath, watch her stumble, watch her fall. She cried wolf, played the victim, hands out, cash grab. But the records say different, I'm here to snatch that mask. Child support, bank wide send, text receipts in hand. While she's in the system, double dipping on the stand. Told the judge I was delinquent, hell no I paid. Every month on the 15th, direct deposits made. While I sat in that cell, unjustly confined. She's out forging the storylines, crossing every damn line. AG's office on the line, I told him it's a scam. Documented fraud, but they passed the buck again. I got receipts, bank statements, court petitions filed. But Crowder shady games been robbing me of my child. Double dipped, Crowder played the game. Signed false claims just to stain my name. You can lie to the court, but you can't fake truth. These records right here, proof stacked, bulletproof. Double dipped, she took what she ain't due. Milked the system dry, made the debt balloon. But now the house of cards crumbles under the facts. Phyllis Crowder, you're exposed, no coming back. Court orders tossed like confetti, contempt on display. She blocked visitation, hijacked Father's Day. Claims she never filed, but the docs say she did. Swore under penalty, girl, perjury's a bid. 2018, cooked up a false rape charge, but the police flipped the script. Crowder's lies too large, warrants issued on her, false reports at play. Yet somehow I'm the one dragged in court every day. 4 years, no contact, while she fed the court lies. Told them I'm a threat, while she schemed on the side. Her lawyer's in on the hustle, ethics out the door, this ain't custody. It's a straight up legal war, I'm done biting my tongue. Now the records speak, discovery files, transcripts, this ain't for the weak. Dipped, Crowder played the game, signed false claims just to stain my name. You can lie to the court, but you can't fake truth. These records right here, proof stack, bulletproof, double dipped. She took what she ain't due, milked the system dry, made the debt balloon. But now the house of cards crumbles under the facts. Phyllis Crowder, you're exposed, no coming back. Call logs, AG calls, child support tapes. You dug your own hole with every fake claim you made. Told young Williams you weren't getting paid, wrong. Bank wires landed monthly all along. Now I'm here on the mic, laying it bare. You weaponize the courts, but justice plays fair. Fraudulent affidavits, contemptuous acts. I'm stacking this evidence like legal combat. You see, truth's a sharp blade and it cuts through the spin. No more hiding, Crowder, your game's wearing thin. This ain't about hate, it's about setting things right. For every father denied, for every sleepless night. So here's your reckoning, delivered in rhyme. Fraud don't stand when it's cornered by time. Yo, Crowder, you gambled, thought you'd never fall. But these files, these transcripts, they tell it all. It's not just the money, it's the years you stole. It's the father-daughter bond that you broke for control. Now I'm flipping the script, reclaiming my name. This expose raps a legal hurricane. Yo, flip the page, police file stack tall. Crowder called in claims that don't hold up at all. First the drone said I'm flying over skies, but up and he saw planes, no drone in sight. Every time she dialed, they came, they checked, negative contact. Her story wrecked, pointing up at jets, saying that's his tech. Girl, the only thing flying here is your lies on deck. 2018, dropped a bomb, false rape report, but the cops flipped back, filed on her in court, warrant out for Crowder, false charges made. Yet somehow I'm the one who's been dragged in cage. Sex tape claims, come on, get real. Cooked up fantasies, nothing to seal. You weaponize fear, turn fiction to fight, but the records expose you, black and white. A pattern of deceit, a web you spun, but the more you weave, the closer truth comes. Sheriff's reports, court docs, every damn file stacking up against you, mile after mile. So here's the call out on this final beat. Crowder, your empire's built on deceit. Your downfall ain't coming, it's already here. Signed, sealed, delivered, crystal clear. Double dipped, and you thought no one know, but the paper trails loud like a courtroom blow. I stand relentless, I stand with proof. Crowder, your reign ends, here's the truth.
I've been watching from the shadows, through the lies you spun so tight. Every word you bent against me, every wrong you set in flight. You thought the system was your puppet, thought the court would never see. But baby, truth's a storm you can't outrun, and it's rushing in on me. You played judge, you played executioner, you stole the years I can't reclaim. Dragged my name through mud and fire, left me shackled with the blame. But tonight the winds are changing, justice breathes its warning low. You're gonna taste the cage you built when the gavel drops its blow. And I can feel it in the shadows tonight. Oh Lord, the reckon's near, the scales turn right. I've waited for this day through hell and fight. You'll stand where I stood in that prison light, but you'll wear the chains you earned. You won't outrun the day of truth, the day you come undone. You and your crowd of liars, the co-conspirators you raised, signed false papers, whispered stories, thought you'd never face the blaze. But evidence is a silent hunter, it never sleeps, it never fades. Now the wolves are at your doorstep, girl, they're howling out your name. You mocked the courtroom, mocked the truth, built your throne on broken oaths. But I've been stitching every record, every file you thought was ghost. I see the prison doors wide open, they're not waiting here for me. You and your circle dance the circle, but the center's crumbling free. And I can feel it in the shadows tonight. Oh Lord, the reckon's near, the scales turn right. I've waited for this day through hell and fight. You'll stand where I stood lawsuits, the court's cold echo. Sheriff's clerks, attorneys blind, they played your wicked game. But the reckoning ain't blind, no, it remembers every name. There's a ledger in the dark, girl, it's carved in stone. Every co-conspirator's mark standing on their own. They thought they'd never answer, thought they'd never fall. But justice has a long reach, it's coming for them all. You can't hide behind the false smiles now. The tape, the files, the witness crowd. Every lie you signed has a cost, you see. The iron bars don't bend for plea. I carried the weight, I bore the scars, but your reckoning's coming. No matter how far in the silence of night, you'll hear the knock. That's justice whispering at your locked door's block. And I can feel it in the shadows tonight. Oh Lord, the reckoning's near, the scales turn right. I've waited for this day through hell and fight. You'll stand where I stood in that prison light, but you'll wear the chains you earned. You won't outrun the day of truth, the day you come undone. Yeah, the day of truth, the day you come undone.